jolly guy, is going to show you how to make a drum roll. Yes, a nutcracker out of your basic household items. Stay tuned and watch me do. Okay, welcome back. I'm going to show you some items here, just your basic household items. So if you follow me, I'll show you that I bought at Home Depot trash cans. They were not expensive. I bought another trash can. Actually, this one I had laying around. Those I bought, this I had laying around. I had a flower pot, also laying around. These are PVC caps I bought at Home Depot with the PVC pipe, 2-inch, that'll be his arms. When I snap it together, it'll look like that. I also have a bugle. I want to put a bugle on his hands. This is an old bugle that has been laying around. You can probably find them in the flea markets or anything like that. My daughter had this laying around, so she said, "Dad, use this." So I'm going to use this. I also have ribbons of all kinds, gold, silver, chains. Here's his hair. His boots. Now, here's a PVC, 3-inch PVC. Now, normally people just paint the bottom and add a 2x4 for his feet, and they decorate it and they make it round, and that's his feet or his boots. I wanted it to look original with vinyl boots, and that's what I have. But I had one problem. It was too big, too wide. So I had to cut the back of it and shrink it down so it could be tight up against the PVC. Now, what I did was I went ahead and I cut the boot and I cut pieces of it, and you see how it's nice and shaped. And I used an old staple gun, the ones they use in the shopping centers and then ShopRite or something like that, and they used to do the bags or any kind of convenience store. So I did that. Now, to hide those staples, I'm going to hide it with a ribbon right across, so you can't see the staples. So, now that I mentioned what I have, let's go ahead and put it together. The first thing I want to do is I want to attach the boots. Now, I put inside of the boot, I put a wedge. Let me take it out. Okay, I put a wedge in there. The reason why I put in a wedge is when I screw in the boot from the bottom, it'll grab this and pinch it down. Number two is I need this thin over on the other side, because when I slide the PVC in, it kind of tilts forward. So by me putting the wedge and hitting this end of the PVC, it'll tilt the PVC back. And when I bolt it in, it'll look nice and straight. So watch. Now, I also went ahead and I measured the boot from here to here and gave it the space. I gave it 2 inches apart, 2 inches and a quarter to be exact. I outlined and I drew it already, so that way I can have the mark on the base. Now I can go ahead and drill from here down so I can see where to drill for the boot. So I went ahead and I walked over to the trash can because it does make a mess. And I pre-drilled because I had already marked the boot. So I pre-drilled 2 holes in the back for that'll be with the boot and PVC together. And then the front one will be just for the boot to hold it down, so it won't be moving all over the place. So I'm going to go ahead and start drilling the boot together. I slid one in, and I screwed it in. It's real nice and tight. Now, I forgot to show you guys that I did cut a piece of wood 2x4. I made it a little circle, slid it into the PVC, and I used just regular 1-inch screws. I countersunk them with a little countersinker, and I hot glued and I stuck it in, and I got 4 corners. Now I did it on both sides. I did the same thing with this one on top and the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is, once again, you guys saw me do put the 1 screw on the front boot. The back one doesn't have anything yet. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this in. Alright, here we go. It should slide in really easy. Ah, look at that. Nice. Alright, so when we screw it in, I'm going to flip it over and screw it in. This is a cabinet door that I grabbed off of one of the cabinets that were throwing out. I just took the door off so I can use it as a base, and I painted it the color that I wanted. As you can see, the wood is still underneath it. So I'm not worried about that. Nobody's going to see that. So when I stand it up, all this is really nice and painted. So I'm going to put in the first screw. Alright, thumbs up. Now I'm going to go get the bottom part of his torso. It's starting to come too. See it? Really nice. Okay, folks, I was testing out his bottom jacket, and I wanted to stabilize the legs a little bit more. It's not nice and stable. So I just put a piece of 2x4 that I cut 2.5 inches and just hot glued it so it could stay. This is not for strength. This is to stabilize it so it won't move the legs back and forth. It makes it so much easier when I'm putting everything on top of it. Okay, folks, now what I want to do is put on his jacket. Now, once we put his jacket on, I'm going to put 2 screws to hold it down, because when the torso goes on top, it'll make it stronger. Okay, and this here, when we decorate we'll outline it with one of the ribbons, and it'll look like the jacket. So now it's nice and stable. There we go. Let's line it up. That's one. I went ahead and I cut a piece of 1x, and I pre-drilled and put the screws in, so that way I have something when I put the torso on. It has something to tighten up against. So here it is here. Okay. It looks the same to me. All right. Now, this is looking good. Thumbs up. Now, because I have to go up on top, so I had to go get a little stool, and I got to step on it. Okay, make sure you line it up, people. that's 2. How's it look so far, people? Make sure you write comments down. If you're liking it, please give me some comments. And if you stay to the end of the video, I have some promotional stuff that you guys are going to love it. Also, I'm starting to make things that say, make anything with Mike. For example, now how cute is that? Gnomes. It says, make anything with Mike. Now, I'm trying to boost up my subscribers. If you go ahead, subscribe, like, and follow, you can win one of these. I will automatically enter into a contest where you can win one of these. So stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll show you how you can enter. So far, it's looking really nice. A little taller than I thought, but looking good. I did say it's going to be a life-size Nutcracker, but he is looking excellent and great. All right, so let's continue.